Football, or soccer, is one of the most popular sports in the world. It's played by millions of young people around the world every day. At the professional level, it's an international game. Talented young players often leave their home countries to train at the youth academies of famous football clubs around the world. Neymar is one of the world's best footballers. He's Brazilian, but he left his country in 2013 to play at FC Barcelona in Spain. A few years later, he moved to the French club Paris Saint-Germain. His new football club paid a transfer fee of €222 million. For a few lucky players like Neymar, playing football has not only been a lifelong passion, but it has also made them rich and famous. But even if it doesn't make you a star, football can make a dramatic difference to people's lives. Once a year, over 70 teams from around the world meet to play in a very unusual football tournament, the Homeless World Cup.
A week of football here, the Homeless World Cup, and it is going to be a sensational climax. The referee today is Harry Milas. Who knows who wins today?
Teams of homeless people are brought together to play football for their country. Mel Young is the co-founder and president of the Homeless World Cup. Mel started his career in journalism. He became involved in projects helping the homeless in 1993. Today, he works at the global organisation's offices at a football stadium in Scotland. He explains why the tournament was started.
The idea of the Homeless World Cup came in a conference that we were having in 2001 in Cape Town. I was talking with a colleague of mine, Harold Schmidt from Austria, about how we could include more homeless people.
Mel and Harold thought of things that brought people together across the world.
We use football because it's very, very simple. Everybody understands it. It's an international language, first of all, so you can involve anybody. Male, female, big, small, really good player, really useless player, doesn't matter. It's a great way of including people.
At the Homeless World Cup, matches aren't played in a stadium. The teams play a kind of football called street soccer.
Street soccer is just a simple form of football which is usually played in the street. Football is just this wonderful game you can play anywhere. You can play it on an 11-a-side standard football pitch, but you can also play 2-a-side or 20-a-side, or you can play it indoors or outdoors, and you can mix teams of really good people and not very good people. So street soccer is like that. It's just a space in the street.
A long roll forward into the corner, picked up again by Mexico.
Matches are played on a small court. There are 8 players in each team, but only 4 play at the same time. The games only last for 14 minutes. In the World Cup tournament, the teams play about 3 games a day. Organising an international football tournament with teams of homeless people isn't simple. There's a lot of work to be done. Money needs to be raised. Passports and tickets need to be provided for all the players. It's a challenge for Mel's team in Scotland and their partners working around the world. But the hard work is worth it. The tournament has grown every year, and now there are around 50,000 homeless people training for a place in their national team. The organisation has many famous supporters, and the matches are sometimes shown on TV. For Mel and his team, the most important thing about the Homeless World Cup is that over 70% of the homeless players change their lives for the better because of the tournament.
You're watching the Homeless World Cup final.
Mel believes that the project is so successful because it helps the homeless become part of a team. They are supported and encouraged by the project, and this helps them to improve their own lives.
Waiting for that opening. Currently Scotland 1, Mexico 0.
I think my view is that homelessness is you're on your own. And football is this great way in which you can be included. So we get people from that position and say, do you want to play football? And then the training sessions build. So you create a kind of, if you like, a family, which is the team.
Number 7.
And the results for people like David Duke can be amazing.
I took part in the Homeless World Cup, which was held in Gothenburg in 2004.
David became homeless as a teenager in Glasgow in Scotland. But the Homeless World Cup helped him change his life.
I went back into further education once I came back from the Homeless World Cup.
David completed his college course and got a full-time job. And he continued to work with the Homeless World Cup.
My participation in the Homeless World Cup has led to me being a player, an assistant coach, a coach, manager, project manager, and I'm now a global ambassador for Homeless World Cup.
Today, David runs Street Soccer, an organisation helping other homeless people in Scotland get involved with football. David is a wonderful example of the success of a project that believes a ball can change the world.